Oh my god! That's hilarious. Can you hear me now? Oh, that's cool. I've been streaming for like 15 minutes with my mic off. That's hilarious. Oh my god, what a scrub. I should have tested it before too, but I was just like, fuck it, let's get on. Let's start farming. Oh, that's funny. Alright, well, to cover all the commentary that I've been saying so far, basically, I have all 4 spawns right now. I can get like 80 kills in before I like pass level 25, and in theory can't get drops from Mara anymore. So that's what we're doing. Just trying to get this card, monopolize all the spots. Jesus. I mean, thankfully I didn't say anything like critically important earlier. So it's just me being a dummy. Just pointing at things, killing Mara, not being heard. But yeah, I mean, I'll probably do this for a couple of hours this morning, and then we'll just we'll see how it goes. Because I'd been thinking about just like restarting or like redoing the character if I didn't get this title, but I've had such stupid luck with this character, and I'm one of those, like, I'm not gonna say weirdos because there's actually a fair chunk of people in this game that have like a similar belief, but I'm one of those people that thinks that like specific characters just like something. They're blessed with RNG, and this character has been blessed. Aside from like, you know, not getting this title so far, but I want the title really bad. I don't know if I'd delete a character that I've had this much luck with for it. And I'll honestly have to do like some digging to see what would be like a good or comparable replacement title. I mean, I can't even think of something that'd be close to Pirate's Charisma. Pirate's Charisma, here, let me pull up the wiki. I need to get the exact stats again. Fiesta Wiki. But Pirate's Charisma, for what I'm trying to build, is like just absolutely perfect. Because it's like, I'm a character that can't die. So things that would help, or I can't die and I can't buy like item mall stuff. So any crit that I can get that isn't item mall helps. Like, it just legitimately helps. And then attack speed for evading while I kite, and then evasion, since my build, aside from the spirit, is going to be full dex for the sake of aim and evasion. And then, where's titles on this page? Titles. So then, Pirate's Charisma, Pirates, has 4% crit, 3% evasion, and 3% speed for the title, which is like perfect. Absolutely perfect. And I can't even think of what else. Oh shit. No, because last I checked, damage percentages on title cards are actually broken. So like a great example is Ancient Guard. It's like the S card that drops from Helga. So that one would, in my opinion, be like among the best, if not the best, like card in the game, because it's, what the hell are the stats? It's like 4% across the board for like HP, defense, and attack. But instead of providing 4% attack increase, it just gives you like 40 attack. So, like, you can see why that ain't great, because you'd want it to scale by percentage, but then it just gives you literal 4-0 attack added onto just your base, and it's just... So anything with attack would kind of be a waste. If that wasn't the case, it'd still be impossible for me to get the next card, but King of Destruction, the card that drops from... I'm butcher's pronunciation, but the card that drops from Malifar, that would probably be the next best, because that's 3% speed, 3% attack, and 3% aim. And I mean, I'll have to dig around and see what else would be like 45, so 39. I'd have to dig around and see what other titles could work, but this is really like the one big title that would kind of do it for me all the way to 110. Also, you're about to be hearing some dogs going berserk in the background because they woke up rowdy as hell. I also didn't realize that if the attack like percentages worked, like actually worked, hands down, I didn't even know that like the Karen card is 4% physical, 4% magical, and then 4% crit. That on a Crusader would be busted. Holy shit. Whoop-a-doo. Should be spawning soon. Like trying to play and look at all these titles at the same time. Yeah. Because I know Conquer Evil is another, like... If I remember right, Conquer Evil's another, like, pretty good title. I can't remember how you get it. And I can't even remember the stats, so... that's useful information. Let me see if I can track it down. God damn it. Too busy over here searching. God, gem dusts, man. Gem dusts. All I get are dusts. Oh, never mind. Conquer Evil isn't nearly as good as I remember. It's 2.5% evasion, but it's 18 HP and SP recovery on top of that, so it's like cool for evasion and all, but it's basically it. I just realized, well, I guess I haven't had a whole lot of skill points to use. Sign. Holy shit. So Mara's respawn on a 6-minute and 30-second timer. So I just round it to 6 just because I like being there a little bit ahead of time. So like I'll use this the timer from Nature's Aim because it starts at like 59 minutes 59 seconds. I'll just tick that off right when I get my first kill, or at least approximately. And then I just subtract, there she is. I just subtract 6 minutes from that, and that's basically what I give myself for rotation time. So like I killed her at, whatever it was, like 50, what the hell did I kill her at? Holy crap. I can't remember what time exactly I killed her at. Oh, 45. So 39 is when Hill Mara, as I like to call her, spawns next. I also could have done my math wrong, who knows. But, yeah, so. And with how slow this hobby is, I can hit 1, 2 all the way at the end, 3 here in the middle, and then 4 over there. And then come over here and have like 2 minutes left. Reason why I like that is that way I can just like sit down in a house real quick, and I can kind of save stones instead of just like stoning up for this chunk of SP here. So that's been the strat for farming them. Even though it isn't like all that in depth, but it's kept me sane. Oh man. There are not a whole lot of like what I would call evasion percentage titles. Gotta make sure to keep my eyes on the time here. But I'm just scrolling through and it's like the next closest thing, because Hungry Wolf is low-key quite a good title. Like, because I thought that like I'd have to like try at some point to +9 something so I could get Enhancement God, which is 2% crit and 2% speed, and this is 3% crit and a smidge over 2% speed just from killing a Hungry Wolf. Yeah, yeah, that, there aren't a whole lot of others with, like, an evasion percentage on it. And that's just kind of what makes this title so elusive. Because not only does it have an evasive evasion percentage, but it has everything else. Exactly, dude. Mara is being so resistant. I swear. I mean, we've got to be north of like 150 kills at this point. I've just, what, like my last 3 streams of like 2 hours, almost 2 hours a pop, have all been killing Mara, which is like, I'm going for this again today because I thought I was gonna like take a break and that just go hard on streaming over the weekend, since I just wanted to play hard in general. But I also want to get to like the other stuff. like I love Tower of Iziel, and as much as I want this title, I'm also almost ready for the grind for it to be over so I can just get back to like leveling and stuff, because I'm getting piss poor XP rates, and I could be doing almost anything else at this level, and with how much time I've spent, I probably could have been like level probably like in the 30s, if not 40 by now. Oh crap, I didn't see the 38. Okay, so 32 is when we need to be back. It does need a party. So like in that case, like with the restrictions that I have for my account, I'm just going to fire up 2 clients and just party myself, and then log the other one out, because your party will still remain intact if you're the host, I believe, and the other person logs out. Or I can't remember how exactly that works. But there's a way in which you can keep a party with the other person being logged out. God damn it, not the ring I wanted. So that's how I'll get around that. That way I don't have to risk going in there with like anyone else and 7 strength. Going in there with anyone else and having them like do the content for me. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting Like, Amara actually hits really hard for just, like, a mob in general. So, like, stuff like Dust Golem, that'll also hit really hard. But I'm hoping that I can... Oh, my God, first card of the day. But I'm hoping I can tank it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start running over to the other spot. Oh, please let this be over. Come on. God damn it. God. Of course it's an A card. Oh, but at least we've gotten a card. 30 minutes in, we got a card. I can die. At least knowing that we got a card. Not what I wanted, but it's something. That was rewarding and demoralizing as heck, all in one. I swear, A cards love me. And it's a pity because I hate them at this point. Absolutely hate them. I get them so... Because what? So since the iteration before this where I died, I've gotten like 6 or 7 cards. And not a single one on that character or on this character has been an S card. So that's been just... Ugh. Because I'm fairly certain it's a 50-50 roll. Nah, it can't be a 50-50 roll. I would have gotten one by now, I think. That or my luck is so crap that I've gone 7 dry in a row where it's been a coin toss and I've lost. But hey, at least it lets me know that the drops are out there for the taking. Crap. Alright, there we go. And just send a quick text. There we go. Alright. Oh, attendance. I have learned to, like, not be super optimistic with, like, attendance rewards, because so far I don't think I've gotten the most useful thing I got. What? The heck? Luminous Stone. Okay. You know what? This is actually genuinely useful because, I mean, I have to go to Luminous Stone 1 anyways when I start playing each time so that I can kill the Grave Robbers and get this drop rate increase. So that'll just let me teleport to there from anywhere. So that's nice. Should be spawning here shortly. Feeling cautiously optimistic now that we've gotten a card. But dang, did I like mess up my time on when she was gonna spawn? Nope, there she is. Just gonna reset the timer just for the sake of keeping it close to full. Go away, everyone. Ah, too bad that's a Mara Elite card. I'm not gonna psych myself out. That is not like a Mara, like legitimate Mara spawn. That was one of the elites on the side. Yep. I don't think I have it in the collection. Yep. There we go. What's the first reward for B? A ring. Level 80. Okay. And then a hat at 71. Maybe. Not like the ultimate priority, but at some point I'll probably gun for a... Not like a full collection, that's just never gonna happen, unfortunately. But I'll at least try for like the initial batch rewards. And I'd mentioned this yesterday that like these like initial rewards, so like these rings, like the earrings, and the necklace. So all in all, they all have a aim percentage on them, which I had no idea. So I can't think of a way in which I'll get better jewels than those in terms of just like percentage stats. And if you have that entire set of jewelry, it gives you a 19% boost to your aim. Because it's like 5 on each ring, 5 on the necklace, and then like 4 on the earrings. And then the earrings also have, you know what, let's just take a look. The earrings also have evasion and crit, but I think this is it. Yeah, 4 aim, 4 evasion, 7 crit. And considering that I can't do like mini dragon, just because that's a really, without like being properly geared, that's a fairly dangerous KQ to do. And even then, it's not like I can do it, because I'd just have to be piggybacking on people to even get close to completing that. So I'm not going to be able to get like orange rings at level 60 or anything. And I don't think I'll go out of my way to get like giant orc captain rings or anything like that. Jesus Christ. Come on, just do me the favor and die. Whoop. Missed my click. So in theory, when I hit level 25, these skills should get just a smidge faster. Especially aim shot. Like I'm still level 14 aim shot. It's weak as heck compared to like what it will be at level 25. Nothing. 53 was when that next one was spawning. But yeah. Man, at this rate, I might... 30 minutes in, 38%. I might level faster than I thought. Nah. Because level 25 should scale a lot nicer. Yeah, puts me around like 40 kills per level-ish. Oh, they're item level 2. Okay. So, it's not like I should replace any of these Ring of Waves with this. But the allure of getting like 10 strength on a ring is like kind of nice. Mostly just because I want to like speed up the kills. But I mean, I'm already coming here and waiting like a minute or two. So... not that pressed on like getting more damage. Bunch of one-day things. gosh, I keep forgetting that I need to like join the Discord because their forum doesn't work, and I need to ask a GM or a CM like, because the other day I had like the Adventure Continues buff, which from my understanding from watching it over the course of like a 2.5 hour stream, like it was basically that the longer you kept playing, the better your drop rate got. Like after the 2 hours, it was at like a 20% drop rate increase. And I need to figure out what makes that buff happen, because I haven't seen it since. I don't know if it's like a new player buff or anything, but I highly doubt it because I feel like I've seen it on other characters. So I don't know, I'll have to ask somebody just how I can get that buff, because I mean, noted like cards have a 5% drop, so this 10% drop rate increase basically means that I now have a 5.5% chance to get a Mara card. 52, so 46. But getting a 20% boost on top of this actually would be like, I mean, it's not like a game-changing increase in drop rate, but it'd be better. Considering the amount of kills I've done of this, it would have been at least a few more cards. Say it before, say it again, habits. Checking this message board, habits. And I guess I almost called it party matching, because I mean before it was like party matching before this whole interface. No, not this one. Where the hell? Oh, before this interface came into the game, party matching was the message board. I swear, there's so much crap about this game where I feel like I'm freaking ancient. Like, I could talk about stuff that like people would just have no idea existed, because it's from like 13, 14, 15 years ago. So use up some pots just because. Eventually, like, when I move to tower, I'm not using tier 1 pots before doing tower at all. I'm going to go to level 20 Abyss and just kite the Finos. And they drop tier 2 pots at a really good rate. Because that's, like, the only thing that's going to keep me alive. So, oh, the party matching feature, or just like in general? Ooh, blessed Elru. Gosh dang it, that's another blessed to drop from Mara, and that has like a lower drop percentage than the card. So that's something. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in the Outspark days that was interesting, different for me, and I always like bringing this up because I'm by no means the only person that did this, but like my parents wouldn't buy me Spark Cash or anything. Like, you know, they just thought it was a waste of money to just like blow money on video games back in the day. So on Outspark, you could do like I'm just gonna say it how it is. You could do some sketchy like surveys, or installing like a sketchy like program or antivirus or whatever the hell, and it would get you like points, and like each of those points was like a single like SC, like Spark Cash coin or whatever the hell Outspark used to call that. Spark Cash, that's what it was called. Uh, but each one would get you like one Spark Cash. So it's like if you did a survey, and we're talking like a 20-30 minute survey, you could get yourself like 1,000 Spark Cash. Or there were some like, I don't know why the hell this was on like a quote unquote kids game, and maybe it's just like the person that they work through for all that stuff. But like you could sign up for like a credit card or like get like a quote on your car insurance, and those were like anywhere from like 5 to like 15,000 Spark Cash. And then you could like book a flight or like book like a trip to like Disney or some shit through like some like travel agency, and that would be like a fucking 80 to 120,000 Spark Cash. It was just wild times. But I did the crap out of the surveys and installing sketchy things. Eventually, like the installation of sketchy things, like it hit my family's, like because my family all shared one computer when I was younger, and it hit everyone, or like everything on the computer with ransomware, and we just had to go get the computer just wiped and like a new OS slapped on it. And yeah, that's when I stopped downloading sketchy stuff. But sketchy stuff and the surveys, like in total, I was able to get like probably like 50,000 Spark Cash out of it before, like, you know, the GameGo acquisition and them removing that for good reason. But as sketchy and as spooky as it was, like at the computer like messed up and whatnot, I was able to get like my first skins that way, like the Cabal weapon skins. They look like the level 50 blues. On my original account, which unfortunately I don't have anymore, I had a 3,000 durability skin and a 5,000 durability skin. So it's like, that's a sign of age, because now all skins are like 10k minimum. And those were just, I mean, they were really nice. And like at the time, having a skin was like unprecedented. At least it wasn't like Apolline. Because I started in Teva and then moved to Apolline. And Teva, I mean, that's where like all the OG whales were playing. So like there were people who were like considerably older than I was at the time, because I was like, what, 11, who actually had skins. But in Apolline, I went there and like finally took the skins out of my premium inventory, and I was like I at least felt like a god amongst the men. So even though it's like it wasn't anything crazy, and like my archer, like I don't think I ever got my archer past level 36. Eventually I just leveled it to 36, and I would just like AFK and level 20 Abyss like all the other perms back when that was cool and active. So not good times, plenty of good memories from like all the days of Fiesta, and that's probably what still keeps me playing, even though the game isn't anything like that anymore. Like all the Abyss maps now are just devoid. Like I only ever hit them up for the sake of like quick leveling, because you can level pretty quick just kiting mobs in Abyss, or getting pots. Pots are the other thing that Abyss is really good for, if you don't like do production skills. I didn't even see the time that I killed the first one. I'm gonna assume it was 45, so that'd put me at 39 for the spawn again. But yeah, I mean, noted, like like back in the day when I was playing this game, so like compared to the machine that I'm playing this on now, it's like not even close. I mean, it was also like 2007. But I just playing it on like some dinky little. The brand was E-Machines, and it was just like a computer that my dad just like picked up from like a Best Buy near our house. Like our first computer ever, and like even for then, it was like it wasn't the greatest because it was just like a single core processor, like no graphics card or anything, just very much like your bare bones, like even that day cheap home computer. But played Fiesta on that, and at least for like the computer or the good chunk of that computer's lifespan, we had dial-up. Like straight up, you like parents couldn't make a call on the phone without killing the internet dial-up. So it's just so great because that's all it takes to run this game. Well, I mean, nowadays they have so many added effects and everything that it's just not the same game in terms of like loading stuff. But I could play the game on something that simple. And box monitor, I'm assuming you mean like the big old CRTs, because yeah, that most definitely was what we were rocking. I mean, like there was no flat panel display or anything like that. Oh, I would disconnect when they'd call, like, because it's just, I mean, that's just the nature of dial-up, you know. It's using the same phone line as the phone, and like, I don't know, like my my mom was like a chatty one, like with her friends on the phone. So like, and she didn't like. My dad used the computer and he would like go on the internet, like read the news and whatnot. My mom never really got into that stuff until like way later on in like my growing up. So it's just with zero regard. Like the only person she'd like give regard to would be like my dad. But she would just zero regard, just make a call out, kill the internet. I'd be like in the middle of like a guild war or farming or a kingdom quest, and then just DC. It's like I can't like yell at my mom and be like, "Hey, get the hell off the phone." So yeah, those are some good times. I have no idea how I was able to play Fiesta though, because sometimes I feel like even nowadays my connection is shit, and like let's just say the network setup in my house isn't like a normal person's setup, but I think sometimes that like my setup is shit. And like I was able to play this game on dial-up. So obviously like what I've done to like kind of do a comparison is I'll like hotspot my laptop, and yeah, it uses like barely any kind of like data consumption. Is just minimal, because so much of what you do in Fiesta is just looking at it, just with like graphical assets, and then so little actually has to be like communicated to like the server and whatnot, at least compared to like other things that you do on the internet. But because to kind of give a comparison, I could play Fiesta on dial-up when it would take like 30 seconds to load a picture. So That shows how slow dial-up was and how little Fiesta cares about internet speed. I think people are more picky about latency when it comes to Fiesta. For like, I guess the main thing was PvP that I know people are picky about, like ping with. Um, but ping isn't really something you can change much. Best thing you can do is move closer to their servers, which I believe are like somewhere in North Carolina. Or if you're like, and I know there are some people that do this, like some of the Aussie players that I know, they'll VPN into like a connection that's just closer, like here in the States, and that will be considerably faster than them just trying to connect all the way from Australia just over the open internet. Random rant about like the network stuff that comes in with Fiesta, but I've always just found it interesting that it just takes like nothing in terms of network resources to play this. I mean, to be fair, you could still probably play this with almost nothing in terms of like graphical horsepower. So had to mute for a sec to yawn. Oh my god, I just noticed that she got me down to 155 health, and I was over here yawning with my eyes closed. Oh, that was close. Getting a little too like lackadaisical. Also, I'm assuming my kill was like at 38. So 32 should be spawn. And that's probably how I'll die on this character. I'll just be like yawning, or like I'll get just stupidly careless, and then she'll just murk my ass. Just with that little like special attack that she does. But a dude got a yawn. Man, ever since that one card, she's just not been nice to me. Holy crap. Oh man, I'm so happy it's Friday. Like I totally I totally should have been sleeping this morning. Just cause like, at least for like my work. Fridays are typically like my busy day, just trying to get things done before the weekend. And so I should typically sleep instead of, you know, waking up early and then staying up to play. but I want this title. God. And I want my weekend to just be actual leveling again. The wait for the spawn. I swear. Alright. She should be spawning sooner than later. Gosh dang it, I really need to keep track of time. I might just be like running around here and I'm way too early or something. Where the hell is she? And I wish that she at least like spawned in a set location. Like there's some mobs in this game that do. But she just wanders, and she can wander super far. And she spawns in like such a huge radius. Crap. Nothing at 31. So 25 will be her next spawn. God damn. Alright. %. You know, I started off so optimistic. Because we got that card early on, and then it was the A card. And now it's just... we're back to just going dry. For like extended periods of time. But again, this is more for just putting myself out of my misery. Because by tomorrow, I'll be doing Iziel. And then leveling should be like crazy quick. Because I have all those Tower of Iziel quests just sitting waiting. Whoops. Actually, no, I don't want to put that up just in case she gets in the mood of dropping me something and I just... well, tier 1 pot. Cool, thanks, Mara. Gosh. Quest, though. Where's the quest list? Yep, here we are. 8th floor. Hold up. 8th floor. Okay, so there's the Dust Golem. I mean, if Dust Golem was a level 22 quest, I think I can take him. Stone Golem's gonna clap my cheeks, though. And like, I couldn't even imagine doing something like Poison Golem. Poison Golem, even on like a fairly geared character, can still just wreck face. Like, because he'll do like his spinny move. Such great description. He'll do a spinny move where he just spins, like shoots just like a full-on, like full room AoE of just like poison. Another tier 1 pot. And it just does insane damage. If I'm going to die anywhere, it'll probably be to that. Which would be so depressing. But I don't think I'd be doing that anytime soon either. And I might have enough HP at that point to hopefully tank a hit. Because that's really just what I need, is the ability to tank one hit, learn my lesson, and then just like stay the fuck away. Alright, there you are. Ah, jeez. This is when this really becomes just a grind. Like, no drops and, like, just... Ugh. And the worst thing is, I'm still debating restarting for the sake of getting that title, and that would be another set of grinds for it, but damn. I don't know if I'd want to kill another 200 Maras just the chance of getting her title card. I think 26 is what I said she was going to spawn, or 25, something like that. Oh crap, I didn't grab the level 25 house to replace this mushroom with. Yeah, it'll be alright. And there goes our one boost to the drop rate, so we're just going to be, for lack of a better way to put it, we're just going to be going raw on the drop rate. I don't know. Mostly just, people who are nostalgic as fuck. Like, that's really Fiesta's player base. It's just nostalgic ass people in their like mid to early 20s. I can't even like defend it because I'd been on hiatus. So, but hey man, it's been nice to play again. I mean, don't get me wrong, this grind has been monotonous as all hell, and the drop rate has been terrible. But considering I've been playing RuneScape, which isn't monotonous, but the drop rates are worse, like way worse, it's like kind of a breath of fresh air, and it's just like, it's just chill playing. As much as people like to bag on it for looking dated, even for 2007 it looked slightly dated. But meh, yeah. And I'm just streaming it just for funsies, so. Now the real question is, do you still play? Because LMAO, who still plays Fiesta, is typically followed by yes when I ask that question. Or the new expansion. I mean, meh. So, okay, you don't. Okay, all good. So, I mean, noted. Are you a former player, though? I mean, either that. I know they also had, like, a push of ads on YouTube for the game, which is, like, crazy. Because, like, in the time since gaming goes to acquisition, I'd never seen them spend money on marketing. 25, so 19 will be the next spawn. But yeah, so there's so much hype around the expansion. And because it's like, it looked like they were actually like putting money and effort into the content, which, for disclosure, they obviously did. Like, people actually put in work to make all that. But they had this weird, as much as they like to think it was like well paced, and like I know like some of the people on like the game team, for like the actual staff will like try to defend it. They had this weirdly paced release. Where it's like, because you think of an expansion and it's like, okay, we've been playing the same content for the 5 years prior to this. How about like the entire new expansion's released and then everyone can just enjoy the new content, just all in one shot. But what they did is they took what was basically one expansion with like 3 different aspects to it, because it was a dungeon, a world boss, and then like an instance boss, and each one of those handled like one of them handled getting like your initial gear sorry, going to the new cap level. Then the instance would like get you the like 140 gear for the new cap with like some like what I'd call B tier cap weapons, and the world boss was supposed to dish out like the main cap content with like the top tier weapons and gear question mark. Uh, I've actually done so little world boss even on like my main on Isia, like the I guess what's the big server. Uh, but yeah, instead of doing that, I don't want to use the word intelligently, but instead of doing it intelligently and just releasing it all at once and letting players enjoy all the content, they did a staggered release. So it's like people out of their sheer boredom and just wanting to like play the content, they just, oh fuck, no, I was distracted talking. Holy shit. Oh man. So here's a fun fact. I haven't seen your name around this stream. So, for starters, welcome to the stream. Holy shit. So, in RuneScape, which was, like I said, the game I was playing before, there's a mode called Ironman, which, like, Ironman is basically you can't rely on anyone else for, like, getting drops or providing, like, your own resources or gear. So I was just going to have to, like, do all instances and quests and everything alone. But there's a hardcore version to that where you can't die. This is the hardcore Iron Man version of Fiesta, which is why I've been playing it again. So this death, damn it, this death means that we get to delete the character and start the fuck over. Oh my god, this is what I get for talking about the stupid new cap. Holy hell. Oh my god, that's so funny. No! Now I have to go into like streaming tomorrow and oh shit. Now I have to go into streaming tomorrow and just start leveling from scratch again. Fuck. Oh my god, that's so depressing. You know what? I blame you. I blame you for this. What did I even have on this account? I mean, besides like great RNG with the rings, we can act like it didn't happen. Nah, I got more integrity than that. I got more integrity, damn it. Oh my god, that is such a bummer. So, fuck. Leveling from like 1 to whatever the hell I was at, like 24. So the only reason I'm level 24 is because I've been farming Mara for like a card that she gives. It gives a title with like some kick-ass stats. That aside, I could have leveled way faster. And I'm wondering, I probably shouldn't make it harder for myself because like appreciate the follow. As much as I like it, no, it doesn't help. But yeah, it like 1 through 20, I can do in like 2 hours. It's honestly pretty freaking quick. Shit. Well, see, now I'm debating because Archer is like the safe approach to all of this. Cause like I can't die, so of course I get a class that I can kite with. But I love Trickster. So you know what? Since I died anyways, because fuck me, right? We're gonna go with the Trickster. And we'll worry about survivability later on. Or like how I'll even manage to level through some of the crazier shit down the road. Sorry, I'm shook and a half that I died. Son of a bitch. But yeah, it's kind of sad that the player base is dead. And to finish the there we go, there's a look. And to finish the thought that caused me my life, they released all the cap content in staggered releases. So people would just mow through all the content and then just be like completely burnt down on it with like I was able to cap fairly early on, and I played the dungeon for like the first week. What the hell? Sarasamathian's Temple is what it's called. And I legitimately haven't touched the content since day one. Yeah, Ray, I died. Oh god. Oh god. But yeah, so that's just one of many problems that happened with the cap. Man, I am. Whoops, I am kind of bummed as shit. Oh man. Oh well. I mean, it is what it is. What the hell? I already did that. Weird tutorial. Do Spirit just for that crit. But yeah, regardless, people got burnt out of all the new content because they've been releasing it incrementally and slowly, even though the expansion should have been one big expansion. Yeah, that... Oh, I guess... So depending on how long you've been away from Fiesta, you may not know this, but like what I would call an integral part of like the gameplay was changed. So they thought that like Gladiator past 100 was just too busted. Like it just, they were basically able to do everything a knight could do while having like quintuple the damage. Wait, it's probably the last expansion they do. I mean, that was kind of my theory. Is like, because leading up to the expansion, they did these god packs, and they're like the most expensive thing they've ever sold. Like in my entire time playing Fiesta, I don't think I've ever seen anything more expensive be sold on the item shop than a $300 god pack. Ooh, shit. Where's the last of the guys in the cages? Oh, he's over there. But they they just sold those packs for so much, and like I can't remember what portion of it people thought was a scam. Oh, it was the fact that like yeah, so coins weren't given right. Oh, you bought one. Come on, man. um Sorry, I have a habit of crapping on anyone that bought them because, for starters, the coins weren't given like right away. It was had to wait until release, and then release was delayed. So like people bought that to like try to catch some of the happy hour sales. Okay, I'm glad he at least got the refund. I just glossed over that, my bad. but like the coins were just super delayed, and then the big thing that like really messed with people was like, because I mean people bought those for the sake of exclusivity, like because they had like the suits and like these god skins and god mounts. Well, the god mounts were tradable, so people bought those packs to like sell those mounts for gems, and then the skin debacle. So like they said that the skins and everything in the pack was going to be exclusive, and then like in what is essentially the same breath, because it was like maybe a week or two after the god pack came out, they they released, albeit like lower durability skins, but god skins. Or like yeah, they had like the cheaper like budget packs where you could get like a specific suit instead of like the 3-pack or whatever the hell. But it was the weapon skins that really pushed like people in the community over the edge. Like I was in the Discord at the time. Man, I really should rejoin that Discord while I keep thinking about it. But I was in the Discord at the time, and it was riots. like people just in the chat calling them Scammy Go, and just It was so funny to watch. And it's like the game team was like trying to justify this, but it's like, maybe if you guys weren't shady as hell, or I guess I can't even put the fault on the blame team. Maybe if your guys' sales department wasn't shady as hell on like what the term exclusive actually means, then we wouldn't have this problem. Because I know they tried to make like some kind of cop out excuse that like, oh, exclusive doesn't mean exclusive. It's like, no, 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 that's not how this works. Uh, so yeah, the new cap just on release was just like a freaking a shower of napalm. Just everything was on fire. Everyone was pissed. It was a tiered release, so there was only one chunk of content that people blew through within days. And then just the cap grind. Like, I've grinded a lot of MMOs, and I've grinded to cap in Fiesta before. Not often, because it just, I don't know. Fiesta's cap grind kind of just sucks, in my opinion. But, oh, shit. Alright. What the hell was I thinking? Oh, yeah. Basically with the cap grind, 135 to 140 is like the most unsatisfying and atrocious cap grind that like I've ever seen in an MMO. It's just that bad. Oh man, not having ranged attacks is gonna be a bitch. Alright. And yeah, you're right. I mean, like, I've seen other games with like a free Battlezone style like PvP map, but Abyss is like a unique thing to Fiesta. I haven't really seen anything that's like Abyss where it's like, oh, you can have PvP for like even like low levels, and like the idea of perming, that is so like, I know that the concept exists in other MMOs, but like perming itself is such a Fiesta culture thing. Oh shit, I'm actually gonna go and try to get the hero or the Warrior of Roman card from Hero Slimes. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Abyss and like perm culture in general is just something that you don't see in like any other games. Because, I mean, MMO, the whole point is kind of leveling. Fiesta's the only one where it's like, oh, you want to, like, stay at one level and just have your little PvP section to yourselves? Here you go. We'll even, and of course, they'd do this, but it's like, we'll even sell you a way so that you don't gain XP and stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, Fiesta's low-level gear, even for like farming, is like crazy rewarding. Oh shoot. So, since you bought the God Packs, then you must have been around when they nerfed the fighter class, because that was actually what I was gonna get to earlier. I think that's what I was getting to when I died, and why I was so distracted, because that's really what killed this game. As much as people like to say it isn't, it's just a bunch of like huffy, like capped gladiators that just didn't want to like get good and play the game. Uh, the fighter nerf on cap that was not present at any time at all on the test server prior to cap release. I don't think I've seen that much. I mean, I've been around, and I don't think I've seen that much hate from an MMO community to their game team in like years. And like, and that's saying something, because like I played WoW back in the day, and WoW was toxic as fuck. But Jesus, the way like the shit people talked like in the private discords of just like guilds and whatnot, like that was in its own tier among like other like MMOs. But but just the shit talk in their own freaking Discord, like the Game Zone Discord, was just phenomenal. And I just laugh about it in post because it's like, for me, I mean, leading up to it, all I'd ever played is like Cleric, and to another extent like Trickster. So it's like it didn't affect me none. But man, seeing people riot over those fighter changes, that killed the community. Like that probably took out, I don't know. I would like to make an estimate that like it killed 20% of the cat player base, because I mean, Gladiator or just those like fighters in general were the meta for like a decade, and people poured like honestly thousands of dollars into their accounts just for Gamigo to be like, yeah, we don't like what your class can do anymore, so we're just gonna nerf the living shit out of you, and you're just not gonna have any input in that. Cool, cool. And it's just, that's what it was. So people quit from that. Residual release of content. Like even now, I mean, you go into Izia and it's just like, it'll say like high population. I'm sure there are people doing stuff, but I guarantee that if you took a player count and you cut that in half, half of it are players and half of it are vendors. Because there's so many, like, one person will have like 4 or 5 vending characters logged in just to sell stuff. So it's just like, it's just legitimate player count for this game can't be more than like a few hundred at max. Like concurrent players at any given time, I'd probably put it at like per server at like maybe like 200. Man, they're really gonna dick me on this drop rate from these fucking hero slimes again, aren't they? Gosh dang. Getting no love from these card drops. Gosh, I almost feel like doing a Trickster was a mistake. But I already made the account, and if I'm anything, I'm not a person to back down from a challenge. So we're just gonna, as much as I have been slowly but surely thinking maybe I should reset, we're just gonna roll with it. Cause watch this character be the one that gets the stupid Mara title. I'd be losing my shit. It's so hard. But yeah. So now I have to ask. So since you bought a God pack and everything, what was it that made you quit? Because you said you don't play anymore, so something must have put you over the edge. For me, gosh dang. For me, it was just like game team being kind of dumb with the community. They're not kind of dumb, but they just they just know no transparency, and it's such like an ingrained, like, I keep using the word culture because culture is basically like one of the last drops of blood in their vein. But the game team culture is just not about transparency at all. So that and just lack of content. Also, yeah, Ray, I hope that like if this character gets the title, then I would do my best to like I know I said that with the last character, but if I got the title, I just would do everything in my power to not let this character die. Oh man. A staff that I can't use. God damn, dude! What the fuck? A legitimately godly staff. Holy hell. And I was thinking of doing a mage. Holy shit. That's actually kind of wild. That this just dropped from a slime. Ooh. I might toss that in storage just so I can keep it as like a little grail memento. Like I won't use it, but the stuff is fucking nutty. And yeah, the new expansion just brought so many people back. I mean, it's like there hadn't been any new content since like what was it, like 2016 was when they released like the whole like Kazul and all that stuff. And then yeah, I mean it just wasn't enough content. None of the mobs were interesting, none of the quests were engaging. There wasn't any new like side instance. All the content that they have released, even if you take aside the fact that it was released like incrementally, all the content was just like not it's just like not I don't want to say not fun because it was, but it's like not it just doesn't stay fresh, and that's a lot of Fiesta's problem, is so much of the content doesn't stay fresh. But I don't know. We'll see what they end up doing with Cap. I mean, like I will be one to admit that as much as I've actually like hated this game in the past, I'll always love this game. It was like one of my first MMOs ever, and one that I played growing up. And that's mainly what made me come back from my break, is wanting to try a challenge, and just like, as weird as it sounds, I kind of wanted to do this one last project because I feel like Fiesta's one of those games that could be like just running down the clock now, and I want to at least like enjoy it in this weird like experimental way one last time before it's over. Please be Warrior of Roman, or whatever the hell the card for it is, the S card. A card. Gosh dang it. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Every time I think about it too much, it just bums me out. Because, God, they, like, albeit a little corny, they hyped the crap out of the expansion and, like, their YouTube ads and whatnot. So the fact that it just, like, didn't pan out is kind of a bummer. And, like, they, maybe one of the miss sites that they have the most. Man, this turned into like a crap on Fiesta / Gamigo episode. But it's like, you gotta take all the good with the bad when it comes to this game. But like one of the biggest like oversights is like, I don't know why. I mean, I'm sure it's for like a money reason, but they were like so fixated on like bringing in new players and like having a good new player experience, when it's like your existing content and like your cap experience and all that stuff, that's kind of not great right now. And like even if you get new players to like join in and retain, which would be really hard with a game of this style in this day and age, because you have like other MMOs, like God, 2021 and 2022 have been like the years of like the best MMO years in like freaking eons. Yeah, it's super outdated. I mean, like, heck, what, Lost Ark, another MMO, came out on the 11th, and that has, like, a huge player base, like, over 500,000 players. So, like, literally 1,000 times more player density than Fiesta. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, that's what I've seen, is that people have said Lost Ark isn't even that good. I mean, I think it was just hyped and people just want something new. I can't judge though. I'm over here playing Fiesta as an old school RuneScape player. So it's just, all I play is old. Yeah, New World was just like botched. Like that game, I swear, if there's a company that should be able to make something work, it's Amazon's like game studios. When you have what is basically like fuck it money, and you can't like staff well enough to maintain your game. Ooh, hopefully the S card. I mean, you're just fucking up at that point, and you're doing it on purpose. 2 A cards, holy crap! All right. Also, noted that this is definitely slowing down that leveling. I said 2.5 hours, but that was also like thinking that I would have gotten this title in like the first 10 minutes of killing slimes. I'm like probably 20 some minutes deep now on just killing these hero slimes. So, but yeah, they really bunged up New World, which is a shame because that game is like super pretty. And like the combat's like fairly engaging. I know that I should save points for, I believe Lunge is the next skill that you can get. And that one has like a crazy low cooldown time. Yeah, New World could have been like... I'm not going to say, because everyone says the words WoW killer, and I mean, there technically is that in Final Fantasy. But yeah, New World had so much potential, and they just wasted it because they just had so many bugs. The content just wasn't like super engaging or anything. Yeah. I mean, but what can you expect? That's what happens when you have like all the money in the world and like little to no experience actually making MMOs. Because I mean, what? Amazon Game Studios like made Crucible before that. Oh yes, hell yeah! Didn't even have this title on the previous character, so I'll take it. Because with this character, I think tankiness is gonna matter more than what the hell am I thinking? Tankiness will matter more than like evasion and whatnot. I still want to get the Pirate's Charisma title for the sake of the crit and the speed, but with this character, I actually wouldn't be all that pressed if I didn't get it. So, like, I may do a handful of kills, a handful of Mario kills, just to see if I can try to get it. But I think when I like stream and go hard tomorrow and just play all morning, that I'm going to prioritize more. No, I'm saving. I'm going to prioritize more just actually leveling and doing content. I might do like a couple of kill rotations of Mara, but I'm not going to waste nearly the amount of time I did with doing like 3 episodes of Mara kills. I can kill higher level stuff than this. Where the crab's at. What the hell? I've never gotten it from a slow slime before, so that was just a stupid lucky roll. Holy heck. I will say, if there's one thing I do like about this is like, because I mean I can't like kite or AoE on an archer until like past like level 20, so it's like the initial grind I'm just gonna be shredding things, the 1 through 20. What the hell? Huh. I had literally zero clue that they had a card that gave a title. Sorry. Yeah, this character would be way better for like doing Mara in terms of just like shredding her and just like getting kills. But my worry is gonna be like, oh god, I didn't even think about Tower of Iziel because now I'm gonna have to face tank everything, and that is gonna be insane. Because I thought, oh, I can do tower because I'll just kite it, but now I'll have to tank it. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, I'm going to have to... Oh, God, how do I even do that? I'm going to have to enhance the set somehow. I mean, I can at least get it to +3 eventually, but... Yeah, especially, like... Oh, yeah. The other thing, aside from, like, not being able to rely on anyone else, and, like... I mean, I can, like, set my own parties for things to, like, get into the instances, but I can't, like, buy any, like... item all stuff, so it's just is what it is. So it'll be an interesting challenge. Different card, same card. Same card. Man. And I haven't leveled this Trickster from scratch in like a while. So I'm going to have to like actually like look at their skills on the wiki and just like figure out how I'm actually going to game plan this, because this was most definitely like I game planned doing Archer. Like I knew what I was going to do and the reasoning behind it. And now that I just picked Trickster on a whim, I just gotta figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do. We're gonna head into town real quick, because at this point I need to pick up some new skills. Put those pots somewhere over there for safekeeping. What a good staff. Holy fuck. God. 2 open sockets. And in Spirit. It could have been Index Spirit or Index Int, but the fact that shit just rolled off a slime. Yeesh. Yeesh, yeesh, yeesh. I hope I get literally anything of that vein to like cover this set. Although, of all of the like tutorial sets, I think the Trickster one is, because like Archer has like strength and a dex too, I think, but it's like it's an Archer. This is like a straight DPS class, so strength, dex, and end on every piece is just like it's perfect. It's the best set to come out of tutorial by far. The other ones are like kind of weird. I think Cleric might be like the next closest, and that's Index Spirit or Strength and Spirit. Also, fun fact, for fun, at least on Izia, I mean, someone else has that character now, but on my OG account, I had a legitimately level 1 perm Trickster. So like all of this was +10. I opened this socket, this was +10, and he had like perm suits and a weapon skin. He was it was really gross. It just had no business making a Trickster that was like that cracked out at level 1. There we go. So for now, I think Claw Swipe cooldown is actually going to be the most effective thing. Yeah. Because I think beyond level 20, like the level 35 set you get Lacerate, like it reduces the cooldown for it. So that with like max cooldown after I get through to level 20, that's definitely going to be like something just for the sake of spamability. But on that note, guys, I was only planning on streaming like close to like 2 hours. I wasn't expecting to die and just start over. I thought I'd still be killing Mara and closing in on like level 26 by now, and like in turn, because I think, like I said earlier, like I think level 26 is the cutoff for it, for like getting drops from it. So that was my plan for the morning. Just do that, see if I get the drop or not, or the card to drop or not, and then just do Iziel tomorrow. But now my tomorrow's going to consist of leveling, promotion, a little bit of Mara farming, and probably just rolling on forward with like Iziel on this stud. But yeah, on that note, thanks for dropping in. I know it's early as heck, at least like here in the States, or at least where I'm at. It's like just about to be 7 a.m. But yeah, appreciate y'all hopping in. Lethal, a special thanks to you for dropping in, because you got me killed, my guy. So funny, holy hell. Such an unexpected turn. Oh, nah, dude, don't even sweat it. That's like such a non-factor. I mean, I'm just over here playing and having fun. So like the fact that I was getting so fucking enraged by thinking of like some of the dumb stuff that's happened with this game that I died. it's just icing on the cake, my man. So appreciate you dropping by though. But yeah, thanks for watching. If anything, if y'all want to catch me, I'll be still rolling with this tomorrow. I'll probably be starting more around whatever like right now is. I'll start then, and I'm probably just gonna stream for like 4 or 5 hours. I don't have anything going on until like afternoon, so I'm just gonna go hard, level, actually make some progress. So, and yeah, dude, appreciate the follow. I mean, I'll be around and playing this still. So, yeah, I'll catch y'all later. Y'all have a good one.